आज म तपाईहरुलाई B.Ed सेकेन्ड इयरको एकाडेमिक राइटिङ को चाहिँ आज म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ बेसिक्स अफ एकाडेमिक राइटिङ को चाहिँ आज म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ यो युनिट 3 को चाहिँ सल्भ गरेका क्वेशनहरु चाहिँ आज म तपाईहरुलाई शेयर गर्ने छु। अघिल्लो भिडियो मैले तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ युनिट 1 र 2 को चाहिँ मैले तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ यसरी नै सल्भ क्वेशनहरु मैले तपाईहरुलाई शेयर गरिसकेको छु। अब चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई युनिट 3 को चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ सल्भ क्वेशन म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ शेयर गर्ने छु। तपाईहरुले चाहिँ यो मेरो भोइसलाई चाहिँ म्युट गरेर तपाईहरुले चाहिँ यो सल्भ गरिएको क्वेशनलाई चाहिँ तपाईहरुले चाहिँ एन्सरलाई चाहिँ तपाईहरुले आफैले चाहिँ स्टडी गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। तर पनि म यसलाई तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ पढेर चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ रिडिङ गरेर चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ सुनाइदिन्छु। युनिट 3 मा चाहिँ युज अफ पब्लिश सोर्सेस फर एकाडेमिक राइटिङ रहेको छ। तपाईहरुको कोर्स लगभग सकिसकेको छ होला, तर पनि यसले चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ प्र्याक्टिस गर्नको निम्ति चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ हेल्प गर्दछ। यहाँ चाहिँ रहेको छ, यहाँ तपाईहरु हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यो क्वेशन नम्बर 1 मा चाहिँ व्हाट इज समरी, व्हाट पर्पजेस इज इट युज्ड फर भनेर चाहिँ यो क्वेशन 1 मा रहेको छ। एज अ लेम्यान्स स्टेटमेन्ट a summary is just shortening of a given passage or text. It is much shorter than original passage. According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, a short statement that gives only the main points of something, not the details. The main theme of the definition is that a summary includes all important points but leaves out unwanted and unnecessary details. It is 1/3 of original text, but it should be expressed clearly, orderly, chronologically, so that readers could get its central idea within short period of time. The summary may be of an article, paragraph, passage, prose, poem, book, etc. Each type of summary writing should consist crucial qualities such as coherence, unity, order, etc. Sometimes it should include the author, title, year, and publication. It has its own importance and values. It plays a worthy role in human life. It is more useful in the life of businessmen who have no time to read the full reports of their day-to-day activities of company, industries, or factories. They economy the time by reading summaries of activity. Moreover, it is most important for teacher to teach long text in short. It is useful to all kinds of people, even to maintain daily diary. In the way people cannot write in details all the time. At last we can say it saves time, money, and manpower. It is easier to remember or understand. It is used by the people who involved in any sort of profession. Question number 2. Compare and contrast between precise and summary. The word precise, pronounced as précis, is a French word which means a certain form of a speech or writing. A precise includes all important points but leaves out unnecessary details. To make a precise of a given passage is to extract its main points and to express them as clearly and in as few words as possible, whereas summary is shortening of a passage into 1/3. Both summary and precise have some similarities and differences as given below. Similarities: यो पोइन्ट वाइजमा यहाँनिर दिएको छ, यो तपाईहरु यसरी पनि लिन सक्नुहुन्छ। 1 precise and summary are the short and condensed form of writing. Both of them keep important message but leave out unnecessary detail. Both of them are written in 1/3 of the original length. Both of them are written in complete sentence. Qualities of writing such as coherence, unity, order, etc. are vital in both. The purpose is more or less same for both. While writing, both precise and summary notes are prepared first. Differences: summary writing may be just shortening of a given passage, but a precise support more closely to the original. The style of summary can be different from the original passage, but the style of precise should be same to the original text. Precise is written form, but summary can be written or oral. A precise has to follow the order of the original text, which may not be necessary in summary. Both of them are very important for various purposes. Summary and precise are similar in many ways, however people used to look it differently in many ways as well. Question number 3. Write any 10 ideas that summary writers should consider. Obviously, a summary writing is shortening of original text or passage. It is written in 1/3 of original subject matter, including its central ideas. However, the writers become failure to write successfully. Writing a summary requires a thorough understanding of content of the text. Therefore, a writer should follow the following notions. Record, note the author, title, year, heading, subheadings. Divide the text into various sections. Read the text carefully and pick out single word for a sentence clause. Note down the vital sentences or ideas. Identify the topic sentence and avoid repetition of words. State the author's evidence or support. Give an apt topic title. Put the idea in original order or more simplified order. Count the words if possible. Revise and rewrite. Prepare final draft. Question number 4. Elaborate the 5R techniques which are used in writing summary. The 5R techniques is also called 5 stages of summary writing: reading, rereading, record, review, rewrite. Reading, stage 1. Before writing summary, writer should read the original text carefully. In this stage, read the text and try to know what the passage is about. This stage occurs first at attempt. The summary writer makes up a kind of framework in mind. Rereading, stage 2. In this stage, writer should do reading the text so that he or she could understand it clearly. When the reader understands the lesson, he or she notes down those words which are very important. He or she figures out those ideas which are considered central one. A record, stage 3. This stage is of first draft. On the basis of notes words he or she put this on his her framework and prepares surface outline. Review stage 4. First draft is not the final draft. There must be revised. So after the first draft, a writer should revise it. Rewrite stage 5. This is the final stage of summary writing. Question number 5. Read the following passage and write a summary. Also give suitable title to it. Research on solar energy is an sophisticated and intensive in India as anywhere else in the world. For the most months of year, 6 to 8 hours a day, much of India receives high intensity fairly uniform sunshine. The Indian government has therefore given priority to 6 projects in the development of solar emerging. The most important of there is the solar energized water pump. The other 5 are solar power stations, solar distillation and desalination plants, solar air conditioning units, solar water heaters and solar agricultural dryers. Solar energy. The Indian government has given to 6 projects in development of solar energy. There are energized water pump, power station, distillation and desalination plants, air conditioned units, water and heater and agricultural dryer. What is paraphrase? How can it be written? Paraphrase is a writing or statement to express what somebody has said or written using different words, especially in order to make it easier to understand. It is not like a summary because it is expressed almost in same length of original by changing word, sentence or language structure. To write a paraphrase, read the text intentionally and note down the important words. Figure out ways of expressing phrases differently. Rewrite each sentence. Revise, compare with original text. Do not forget to include apt reference information at the end of your paraphrase. Question number 7. Write some hints to paraphrase or text. Paraphrase is a written writing which is used to express what somebody has said written using different words, especially in order to make it easier to understand. A paraphrase writer paraphrases the original text to avoid plagiarism in writing. It is written by changing words, style, structure, etc. of original text. There are some hints to write it as given below. Change the word order of the original source. Read the text deeply and understand completely. Mention the source of the original text but don't put in quotation marks. Use the synonyms, antonyms of the words. Begin to write the sentences differently, changing all the nouns, verbs, adjectives. Just the main ideas and its supporting details. Change the structure and style of the sentences. Break longer sentences into shorter ones to simplify the text. Don't change the technical words. compare your paraphrased text to check whether the sense has not been divided derived not been debated. Question number 8. How does writing summary differ from writing paraphrase? Writing summary is shortening of a given passage, text, prose, novel, report, drama, article, etc. by not avoiding any indispensable ideas. It is written in one-third of the original text by including coherence, cohesion, unity, etc. Characteristics. There should be not be writers one word phrases or ideas, but writing paraphrases have opposite characteristics. Purpose its main purpose to simplify the vague and jargon subject matter. Therefore, it is written in same length of original text by changing word structures, grammar, etc. To understand the differences between them, the following points help us. Writing summary is shortening of original text, where writing paraphrases is changing the form of original text. Summary is written in one-third, whereas paraphrases can be written as length of original text. A writer cannot effort his or her one word in summary writing, whereas a writer can put his or her one word in paraphrases writing. Summary is used to take original and real ideas in short period of time. However, paraphrases is used to understand the original text in simple way. Question number 9. What is quotation? A quotation is a group of words or a short piece of writing taken from a book, play, speech, etc. and repeated because it is interesting or useful. This may be the act of presenting something indispensable or useful that another person has written or said. It is a kind of support for proving an argument or logic which is wanted to clarify by a writer or speaker. A quotation is used in a statement as reference material which assures the reader or listener that sometimes is very close to fact or quite real. In another word, we can say it is an expression, view, or statement of an authentic person that is borrowed by another writer or person to explain or report a fact idea. Such word sentences are presented under quotation marks so that reader could easily locate it. For example, I will not say I failed 1,000 times. I will say that I discovered there are 1,000 ways that can cause failure. Thomas Edison. Question number 10. Illustrate the quotation with examples. In summary and paraphrase writing, a writer uses his or her one words explain something, but readers may not believe it very easily without any authentic subject matter or proof. Readers might not regard reliable and valuable, so a writer use some expressions and opinions as quotation of prominent figures so that it could support his or her idea or logic. In quoting, a writer uses someone's idea exact the same, but sometimes he or she can change the word or sentence structure to simplify the vague ideas. A quoted word, phrase, clause or statement is kept under quotation mark or double inverted commas. Quotation marks precede in initial word of quotation and immediately following the final word of, for example, love your job but never fall in love with your company because you never know when she or he stop loving you. Abdul Kalam. Sometimes when a writer decides on only a particular word or sentence amongst sample ideas for his or her support, one may skip a few words in a sentence or even few sentences in a paragraph if he wants to quote several sentences from a paragraph, but not all of them should use ellipses points between the sentences he quote to reveal where other sentences have not been included. Ellipsis points tell the reader that some materials are missing. Rarely it may be necessary to insert another sample and familiar word into quotation in order to clarify the quoted materials, but it should be put under brackets. If a writer quotes more than about 50 words or their lines, 3 lines, a writer should separate the quotation from his or her one text. Question number 11. What is citation? A citation is the way you tell your readers that certain materials in your work came from another source. It also gives your readers the information necessary to find that source again, including information about author, the title of the work, the name and the location of the company that published your copy of the source, the date your copy was published, the page number of the material you are borrowing. It is used to give credit to the original authors by citing sources in is the only way to use other people's work without plagiarizing. Citation and quotation are seems like, however, they are different in ways of writing. यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो युनिट 3 को सबै 11 सम्मको क्वेशन एन्सर सल्भ गरेको क्वेशन एन्सरहरू तपाईहरुले चाहिँ यो तपाईले आफैले यो मेरो भोइसलाई म्युट गरेर तपाईले यसलाई प्र्याक्टिस गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। तपाईहरुसँग प्र्याक्टिस क्वेशनहरु छ सल्भ गरेको क्वेशनहरु छ भने चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ त्यसलाई पनि प्र्याक्टिस गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, त्यसलाई पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, तपाईले पढ्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यो चाहिँ युनिट 3 को चाहिँ मसँग भएको चाहिँ यो सल्भ गरेको क्वेशनहरु मैले तपाईलाई आज शेयर गरे। यसमा मैले तपाईलाई सबै डिटेल मात्र बताइन, मैले तपाईलाई चाहिँ यसमा चाहिँ यो जे छ यसमा मैले तपाईलाई रिड मात्र गरेर यो मैले तपाईलाई शेयर गरेको छु। यसको मैले कुनै पनि एक्सप्लेन गरिन। तपाईले यसमा मिनिङ वर्डहरू तपाईँले चाहिँ आफैले सर्च गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यसको तपाईँले आफ्नो टेक्स्ट बुकको तपाईँले चाहिँ पुरा यो यसको युनिट 3 नै तपाईँले चाहिँ त्यसलाई चाहिँ पढ्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ। त्यो पढेर बल्ल यो तपाईँले चाहिँ गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यसमा यो त तपाईँलाई थोरै मात्र रहेको छ। यो चाहिँ एक्जाममा सोधिने खालको क्वेसनहरू मैले तपाईँलाई सेयर गरेको छु। हुन्छ, आजलाई यति नै। अरू बाँकी रहेको अर्को युनिटहरूको पनि म तपाईँलाई चाहिँ नै सेयर गर्नेछु। तबसम्म मेरो भिडियोलाई तपाईँले लाइक गरिदिनु होला, सेयर गरिदिनु होला, अनि अहिलेसम्म सब्सक्राइब गर्नुभएको छ भने सब्सक्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला।